Hi there, Angel of Galaxite, here with some more readings for you from your loved ones. Just before I start, I'd just like to thank you all for clicking on my new channel. Any support is much appreciated. Please like, subscribe, comment or share. And I hope these messages reach the people who need them loud and clear. These messages may not go directly to the intended person. They may be talking about someone you know. It could be their loved lost one, or a situation around you and them. If I say male or female, remember we both have both aspects of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So take it as it resonates. I hope you're all doing well, and without further ado, let's start. All right. So, before I start, I just want to say that remember that Spirit may piggyback on a reading because there's different souls all coming in at once with similar situations, so just keep that in mind, yeah? And some of you, I feel, have been asking, what is the difference between a medium and a psychic? Well, a medium is a psychic, but a psychic is not necessarily a medium. Someone who is psychic can give you a prediction, but they can't tell you where or who it came from. True mediums not only tell you what is going on and what will happen, but they can tell you who is on the other side. Who on the other side is bringing you a message. Okay? Right, let's go. Alright, so I've got somebody popping in, who used to say all the time, if I ever reach 30, it was over and over again, and people were starting to wonder what on earth is going on, don't say that, that's maudlin, I'm hearing. He's explaining what he didn't know at the time, even though he voiced it a lot, that he wasn't actually, that he knew, that's right, sorry, yeah, he wasn't meant to reach an old age. We all have 3 levels, he's showing me. The first level that we are all aware of is the input we are getting from our 5 physical senses. The second level would be introspection and our memories. And the third is the supraconsciousness, which is our knowing of our connection to Source, or God, whatever way you want to put it, and all that entails. It's this level where we know how long our time on earth will be. It is in the core of our soul, but most of the time we do not have access to this level of what we know, or don't know. It sometimes bleeds through, though, and that's what happened with him. He wants you to be at peace with his crossing over, and he covered a lot, really, he's showing me, in his years. They may have been short to some people, but he's fine. He's the one moving the photographs, he's showing me. So, and he's talking about how you're particular on the angle that it should sit. No, it is him communicating. January is an important month. And I'm not sure what the link with Virgo is, but there is Virgo coming up. He was slight in build and had a good head of hair. He also had a sweet tooth. Bottled beer's coming up as well, so I don't know whether he hated it or loved it, or you're drinking bottled beer as you listen to this. He's very popular too, he's saying he had great chat. I get the name Philip or Philippe. That's strange, Philippe. So it could be someone around him or his name. He has siblings too. And he's telling you, Mom, please stop worrying. Oh my gosh, I'm fine. So it's just a short message for you, but there. Alright, straight away I've got this lady coming in who lived her life judging others, she's saying, but has realised that real empowerment comes from accepting that we are all different. These judgments created separation in her life. It all stemmed from her father's views and upbringing. Just viewing someone to have more knowledge, skill and ability than her encouraged her to see them as separate. I held beliefs about myself, my life and others, which influenced my behaviours, thoughts and emotions, which kept me stuck and unable to move forward. These unhelpful beliefs touched not only strangers but family members, and she would like to apologise to all concerned, as she now understands fear, inadequacy, unworthiness and lack were the root cause of this behaviour. I'm hearing mouth almighty, so she may have had a very loud voice. Someone may have called her that. 1969 is coming to mind. So this year could have been important. Could have even been a birth, or, House on the Hill she's referring to, so take that as it resonates. Candy Store and Black Sabbath. And she's also saying wishing well, so I'm not sure whether she's wishing you well or is it something to do with the wishing well, a memory. 10 steps forward and 3 steps back. Not sure if this is you or her, so that's what I've just heard. December could be relevant too. This lady had blinding headaches and took lots of medication for these. Yeah, I've been having this headache all morning actually. Just wanted to be remembered. I hear the name Archie and Melanie. Someone worked as a seamstress or had a talent as well for making clothes. And she's talking about she's helping somebody at the moment who is on the earth plane. So, thank you for that. Let's move on for time's sake. Alright, so this message is from someone who thinks they are going to pass earlier because a few of her family members did. This is not the case. You are going to live a long life. So stop worrying. Grandma is saying you need to switch your thought process. As where attention goes, energy flows. She's saying there is part of you that carries survivor's guilt, especially as you lost a sister, or for some, a brother or brothers. Someone thinks that they have an exit of at least 50 or 60s. So those years, I'm hearing for some, you are worrying about breast cancer or other cancer. It is always advised to consult your doctor and get checked, but this self-diagnosis is not the case for all who resonate with this message. As I'm conveying this message has crossed my own mind in the past. Although a different disease, the family members that I'm aware of, especially my mother line, haven't lived long lives. But my mother surpassed my grandmother by 20 years. So this is just an example how spirit can use one message but reach many people. So don't be put off by names and specific details. If it feels right, this could be, in part, your message. Unbeknown to me at the time, I found, going back in one's ancestral line, that I have had a relative who had, for example, that name, that job, or that description. Okay, so Grandma wants to give a few details about herself and her life. She loved the theatre and musicals. She's telling me that she had a decent singing voice, but not enough confidence to sing in front of an audience. She worked in retail and a factory before that. She was creative and loved the arts, but didn't have much time to indulge in her favourite pastimes due to bringing up her children. Work and keeping up with the household chores, Grandpap, I'm hearing, so that could be a clue. I was going to say granddad, but grandpap came out of my mouth. Could be relevant to someone watching. He's showing me a train, so could have had a job on the railways or enjoyed train spotting. I'm hearing real ale and how he misses a tipple. A tipple, for anyone who doesn't know, is a drink of alcohol. And a cooked breakfast. The old girl could cook and bake, so he was blessed. Joseph, Jared, Eddie, Spike are just some of the names, but not necessarily his. Apple crumble was his favourite. Not tall, but not short, but a little overweight. Later on in life, he had a loud voice and was quite hard of hearing, he's showing me too. Okay, right, thank you for that. So next, please. Alright, lovely. I have a man called Andrew. He's talking about how he likes to show up in his family photos and is often seen by a family member as an orb. It's funny. He is saying if you zoom into the orb, you may see specks and glasses, and that'd be me. I always liked to have my photo taken. I guess I was pretty vain. I was a good-looking chap, though. Okay. But it is more than that. As later on in life I took up photography and even had my photos displayed in an exhibition. I lost myself when I picked up a camera and shot the most interesting scenes. It could be people or anything I could see that interested me visually. I had a near-death experience in my 20s, and when I recovered I found I had this extraordinary gift. It was like I was looking through someone else's eyes and saw beauty in nature that I had never previously noticed before that event. I was particular about making the bed. It had to be the correct way, corners had to be right. I know, sad really. I'm hearing Blackpool, Scarborough, Morecambe, and a kiss me quick hat. That is funny, yeah. So for all who don't know what a kiss me quick hat is, it is like a little cowboy hat, normally coloured with kiss me quick, and it was very, very popular back in the day. So yeah, along with candy floss. Those are the memories. Alright, trigger warning. He's talking about liver disease and he suffered a stroke later on. I'm sorry. Okay. So he wants you to take a look at some of the family get-togethers, weddings especially, as I like to photobomb them. He let out what I could describe as a hearty laugh as he's saying that. Tall, lean, dark black hair, brown maybe, and smoked a pipe. 1970s was his favourite decade for him. He also enjoyed bumper cars when he was young. He had a tendency to upset people but wasn't sure why this was so. He thought he was great. They would get really irritated by me easily, he's showing me. Oh well. Okay. He loved his candy floss, like he mentioned before, and the first love of his life was Nancy. A memory, maybe in Blackpool when he was a youth. All work and no play makes you a very, very dull, my darling. Please do something fun. Remember, wherever your heart is, there you will find your treasure. The partner of yours, so he's talking about your partner needs an absolute kick up the bum. Stop being so soft with him and let him help you out for a change. It's normal. Okay, his last words. I used to like unusual watches, and my socks would have been very out there, so I could have liked really unusual coloured socks. Okay, just check the time. Alright, okay. Okay, thank you for that. So in this, I see a toddler who has direct access to the other side. And regularly communicates with angels and deceased loved ones. Okay. This little girl is particularly gifted. and will definitely not forget who she has been in contact with, as she is natural born medium. When we accept a challenge to return to the physical plane, there's a short window for babies and toddlers to have access to the other side. For most people, they forget the reasons for coming back. We all have free will, but it would be a good idea to nurture these natural abilities and talents, as this little cherub is born to make a difference in this lifetime. Watch out for something said that you may miss due to thinking she's playing and inventing an unseen friend. So if she's talking to herself, you know she's not, okay? There's nothing bad though, okay? Alright, so I'm hearing, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Do you know, think about it, what a great start to life, to follow your soul's divine plan early on, feeling fulfilled at one with oneself and the mission you've come here to do. It doesn't mean she can't deviate and try other things for a fuller experience, but her soul will feel fulfilled. You know, like a sense of achievement will ensue. Who doesn't want to feel talented in some ways? I've spent most of my life doing jobs that were, as you would class as normal jobs, and they never really truly worked out, even though I worked hard. You know, I did overtime, I did what I had to do. Customers would like me, or clients, but it just never worked out because it wasn't meant to be for me. This is my soul's purpose, you know, this and healing and doing all my, working with my spiritual gifts. So yeah, you will get a nudge to go back to what you should be doing. So that's just a little story. Anyway, so this little girl is blonde. She's really girly. Loves pink sparkles and stuff like that. Knows what she wants to wear, quite vocal. And if she's not being heard, she will tell you so. She'll like quiet time and sometimes seems far away, as if she's ignoring you. She may at times feel like the parent, you know. And I don't think she sleeps too well and cries a lot actually. She could have quite a few nightmares too. So yeah, she could do with a bit of help, I guess. So I'd like to say this little poem. Let me see for time. Yeah. When I go, don't learn to live without me. Just learn to live with my love in a different way. And if you need to see me, close your eyes or look in your shadow. When the sun shines, I'm there. Sit with me in the quiet and know that I did not leave. There is no leaving when a soul is blended with another. When I go, don't learn to live without me. Just learn to look for me in the moments, and I will be there. And that's by somebody called Donna Ashworth. So that's beautiful. All right, okay. I think that's it for my challenge. So I picked a card here. Hope you can see. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it shows me that the angels are looking to, you know, they can see that you've got so much on your mind. I mean, look what's going on within this here. It's like you're ultra focused on this. But what you really need to be doing is to focus on what's really important at this time. It's all over the place, your mind, you know. You could be thinking about the worst possible scenarios, as we do, you know. Think about what you do want, you know, so that your intentions are set for the highest outcome. There's definitely, I can just feel somebody who's really, really like, you know, putting things down, losing things, thinking, have I done this, have I done that, you know? phone call rings and you're getting anxious, and you know, yeah, you need to come back to center. Yeah, so ask the angels to come in and help you focus so that you can be at your, very best, at this time. Take a moment to let go of any challenges and negative thoughts because they're not serving you. So, yeah, it's time to refocus in a loving and positive way. Let the angels help you. That's beautiful. I'm hearing Jean, Jennifer as well, Marlene, Faye. Okay. Yeah, so focus, bring yourself back. Okay, well, I've got to end it here now. So I'd like to end by thanking each and every one of you for watching my channel. I'm grateful and humbled to have a platform where Spirit and I can co-create to bring messages to people who need them. Stay safe, stay happy, and spread the love. This is a brand new channel, as I've said before, so if you enjoyed, please subscribe, like, comment, anything that could help with the algorithms. That would be truly a blessing. Thank you. Okay, well, from my heart to yours, whatever you're doing out there, I hope you stay safe and stay loved. Thank you. Till next time.